everyone, today's book is kind of unique. It's a collection of books. It's the part of the Fly Guy Presents series, and this particular collection is about scary creatures. So you actually get 5 books in one, and they're all by Ted Arnold. So the 5 books you would get in this series are all things about scary creatures, or something people would consider scary. Sharks, dinosaurs, insects, bats, and snakes. We are going to focus on bats. A boy had a pet fly named Fly Guy. Fly Guy could say the boy's name. Buzz. Looks like they're going to the city zoo. Buzz and Fly Guy went to the nocturnal house at the zoo. Buzz looked at the map. They were inside a bat cave. So here's the map. It says creatures of the night map. So sometimes people call nocturnal animals creatures of the night because they're active at night. Excuse me. Bats are so cool, said Buzz, but I don't know much about them. Buzz and Fly Guy wanted to learn more. Fly Guy is saying bats, bats. Let's learn about them. Almost all bats are nocturnal. That means they are active at night and asleep during the day. Buzz is saying bats fly at night. And here's some different species of bats. This is the greater flying fox bat sleeping in trees. The Townsend's big-eared bat. Oh, no kidding. Look at those ears. And the lesser mouse-eared bat. Other animals, such as raccoons and barn owls, are also mainly nocturnal. So here's a raccoon and a barn owl. They're also nocturnal animal. And Fly Guy says, Buzz, fly funny. Bats hang upside down to sleep. They hang on high places to be safe from hunting animals. Some bats hang from trees or under bridges. Bats may even hang out in your attic. Other bats live in caves. They hang from the ceiling. So here's some more bats. Here's a fruit bat in a tree. Long-eared bats in an attic. And lesser long-nosed bats. Now, I know they said that sometimes you find bats in your attic, but normally most houses don't. Or if they do, you would probably know about it. But sometimes older houses that don't have insulation and things, bats can sometimes get up there. A group of bats is called a colony. Some colonies live in caves. Some colonies in caves have more than 20 million bats. Wow. Here's a picture of a bat colony. So bats like to be together. They're called colonies. It says, can you hang like a bat? Easy. Yeah, bats like to be upside down. Kind of unique, huh? There are more than 1,200 species or kinds of bats. The most common bat in North America is a little brown bat. Bats live in every continent except for Antarctica. So we've got some more species here. This is called a tube-nosed bat, a ghost bat, Jamaican fruit-eating bat, and here's the most common bat, which is the little brown bat. And here is a map of the world, and it's saying they live everywhere except for this really cold continent, Antarctica. They can be found as far north as the Arctic Circle, where temperatures can dip as low as negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's an icy cave. They also live in very hot places like Death Valley, California, where the temperature once reached 134 degrees Fahrenheit. So they have a wide range of habitats from very cold to very hot. Interesting, huh? Bats are mammals. Mammals have fur, and they are warm-blooded. That means the temperature of the bodies does not change with the temperature of where they are. Here's the greater flying fox bat with a coat of fur. Yeah, you can get a good look at. They have fur, not feathers, like a bird. They have fur. They are mammals, not birds. Bats are the only mammals in the world that can fly. Buzz says, I flies. Fly Guy says, I flies. But Buzz says, yes, but you are not a mammal. You are an insect. So even though flies can fly, they're not mammals. And here is a picture of greater flying fox bat colony taken off, flying. Look at them all. Aren't they kind of cute? I think they're kind of cute. Flying is hard work. Bats use gravity, or the force that pulls objects downwards to earth, to help them take off. I like the way that sentence was structured because it introduced a new word, which was gravity, and then it explained what that meant. It said, flying is hard work. Bats use gravity, or the force that pulls objects downward to earth, to help take off. So now we know what gravity means. It's the force that pulls objects downward to earth. That was a good... Sometimes when you're reading and you come across words you don't know, you can use things like that as clues. So here is an Indian flying fox bat. Here's a fringe-lipped bat and a Brazil freetail bat. Wow, so many different species we've seen so far. First, bats hang upside down. Next, they drop from their perch and flap their wings until they are flying through the air. Buzz says, that's amazing. And Fly Guy says, yes. This is a picture of Townsend's big-eared bat in stages of flight. So they drop from their perch, they kind of take off. But it is hard work. Pretty cool, huh? I'd like to fly. I think it'd be fun. Most bats are small and weigh less than 2 ounces. That's less than an orange. Kitty's hognose bat, also called the bumblebee bat, is the world's smallest bat. It's only about 1 inch long. That's about this big. This is to my first knuckle. Very small. So this label says scientists holding a ghost bat and a bumblebee bat being handled by a scientist. So let's look at those pictures up close. I like that ghost bat. Neat looking, isn't it? There's a teeny tiny bumblebee bat. Cute. There are some large bats too. The greater flying fox bat is the largest bat in the world. From tip to tip, its wings stretch about 5 feet. That's probably taller than you. 5 feet is a long wingspan. The greater flying fox bat soaring through the sky, and a 5-foot long wingspan. So wingspan is tip to tip on the bat's wings. That is one large bat. Different kinds of bats eat different things. Many bats, such as the Egyptian slit-faced bat, eat insects. Some insect-eating bats also eat frogs, lizards, small birds, and even fish. So here's the Egyptian slit-faced bat eating what looks to be some kind of bug. Can't tell what it is exactly. And a pallid bat eating a grasshopper. And Fly Guy says, eats insects. Buzz was saying, I would hope you missed that fact. Fruit bats munch on fruits and drink nectar from flowers. So here's an Egyptian fruit bat. A Paula's long-tongued bat. Looks like it's eating some nectar from flower. This says fruit eating bat, sorry. Vampire bats only eat blood. They drink from other animals such as cattle. These bats use heat sensors to help them find the animal they are hunting. So there's a vampire bat. I think the vampire bat is probably the species that freaks people out the most. They don't go after people. They go after things like cattle, which are cows. And they don't even have to kill the cow to be able to drink its blood. But it does kind of freak people out, doesn't it? But we have to remember, most bats are either eat bugs or fruit. Most bats are not vampire bats. But it can be, when you are feeling in a spooky mood, it can be kind of fun to think about that. Bats have amazing bodies. These small mammals have 2 wings, 2 legs, and a tail. They cannot run because their legs are too small, and their wings are not as strong as birds. Bats have 2 thumbs, 1 at each wrist. These thumbs help them to climb, fight, and hunt. So here's a X-ray of a bat, of a long-eared bat skeleton. And here is a bat thumb, kind of at the tip of their wing. All bats have teeth. Fruit-eating bats have simpler teeth than bats that eat insects. Insect-eating bats have sharper teeth that help them crush insects, and vampire bats have razor-sharp teeth. So here is a nice forest bat compared to a vampire bat. Can you see how they got their name? They do look like they have vampire teeth, don't they? And they do drink blood. So Buzz is thinking about having vampire teeth of his own. Pretty nifty. Bats have super senses. Some bats can see really well in the dark. Bats' noses have extra special small sensors. This is a fringe-lipped bat. And a red flying fox bat. Oh, cute! I think these are my favorite. They're so cute. Bats have great hearing. They can hear insects beating wings. So can you imagine how good your hearing has to be to hear a little fly beating its wings? I can't even imagine. And Fly Guy says, wings make noise? You didn't even know. A long-eared bat hunting a moth. So that bat sense of hearing can help guide it to that moth. And here is a gray long-eared bat. Look at the ears on that guy. Holy moly. Many types of bats use a special sound to get around to find food. This is called echolocation. Bats send the sound out from their nose or mouth. The sound travels to an object, bounces off of it, and travels back to the bat's ears. This lets the bat know how far away the object is so the bat can locate it. So it sends out like a sound wave, and when the sound wave hits something like an insect, the sound waves go back to the bat, and the bat knows, oh, there's something over here that I want. So that's called echolocation. And bats, sometimes you might hear people saying that bats have a squeak, squeak, squeak. Most of the noises they make we can't even hear, but they have that squeaking sound to help them with the echolocation. Oh, here we go. Bat sounds are too high-pitched for people to hear, but in movies and cartoons, sometimes you'll hear people give bats a squeaky sound. Some bats make sounds larger than 110 decibels. This is something really unique and special and cool about bats, is how they can use echolocation. That's really a unique skill. Not all bats hunt the same way. Some bats, like the diadem roundleaf bat, wait for an insect to fly by, then they fly after the insect to catch it. And some bats hunt bad guys like Batman. So this one kind of waits around for the bugs to come to it. Other bats hunt as a group. They help one another catch prey. Many bats hibernate in the winter when there's not much food. They go into a deep sleep. Then when spring comes, the bats wake up to hunt again. So here's a colony leaving a cave. So they're all going to work together to hunt. And then here is little brown bats hibernating. Most female bats give birth to only one baby at each year. Baby bats are called pups. All pups, even baby vampire bats drink milk from their mothers. So here's a gray bat pup. Well, I have to say it's hard to call that cute, but it'll grow into something cuter. And this is a Gambian bat mother and pup. Now that's cute, isn't it? Baby bats hang on to their mothers. A mother bat recognizes her pup scent and cry. Even with hundreds of pups in one colony, mom can always find her baby. So these are pictures of mother bats with pups and a fruit bat mother and pup. Aren't they cute? Okay, chiroterologists are scientists who study bats. They try to learn more about bats. Here's a chiroterologist holding a pallid bat captured in a mist net. So there are scientists who is their specialty to study bats. Chiroterologists look for new bat species. So, in 2013, scientists discovered a new species of a disc-winged bat. These bats have discs on their thumb that help them climb. Oh, almost like a suction cup. Pretty cool. So even as in 2013, which was not that long ago, we're still discovering new things about bats. Bats are amazing, said Buzz. From now on, I promise to never swat a bat, even if one gets in my house. I will get help to safely remove it. Bats are our friends. Buzz and Fly Guy couldn't wait for their next adventure. So they learned a lot at the city zoo. So here we have an example of the next book to come, which is Snakes, which we're not going to read today. But if you've got a book like this, you could read it. Read about bats and snakes. Well, I hope you learned lots about bats. I know I did. And we got to see so many different species of bats, which was really cool. And I hope you have a terrific day. Thanks for reading and learning with me. See you soon.